This is it. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Indiana Pacers, and no matter what happens Sunday night, history will be made. The last time we've had a Game 7 in the NBA Finals, it was one of the greatest games in NBA history. It was when LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and the Cleveland Cavaliers came back from a 3-1 lead to take down the Golden State Warriors. Now, in this NBA Finals, neither of these teams has ever won an NBA title. The Pacers have waited 49 years since joining the NBA. The Thunder still searching since moving from Seattle. Now both teams are 48 minutes away from their first championship ever. OKC entered this series with the best record in the league and home court advantage. Despite having the best record in the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder had its fair share of doubters. Many people thought that the Oklahoma City Thunder would be too inexperienced to make it far in the NBA playoffs, as their average age is only 25.6 years old. This makes them the youngest team to reach the NBA Finals in 48 years, specifically since 1977. On the other hand, the Indiana Pacers are relentless and underdogs. They embody underdog mentality. Tyrese Halliburton was voted the most overrated player in the league. Pascal Siakam only started playing basketball at the age of 17. Aaron Nesmith averaged only 4 points per game in his first 2 seasons with the Boston Celtics and then was dumped by the Boston Celtics to the Indiana Pacers. Andrew Nembhard only became a starter at Gonzaga in his senior year. And it seems like Miles Turner has been in trade rumors every year of his career. Obi Toppin was dumped by New York for second-round picks. And fan favorite TJ McConnell was a star in the University of Arizona, but even though he was a star, he was ultimately undrafted. Hence, the Pacers roster is used to being disrespected. In fact, in the preseason, the Indiana Pacers had a 66-1 odds to win the NBA championship, placing them 15th in the league in terms of championship odds. To put this into perspective, the Indiana Pacers were only 1 spot ahead of the New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, the same New Orleans Pelicans that went 21-61 this season. This could make Indiana the most surprising champions ever if they win the NBA championship. This is more than just a game. For SGA, it's a chance to become the face of the league. For Halliburton, it's legacy defining. Playing hurt, leading, surviving. For both teams, it's a chance to raise their first ever banner. The OKC Thunder have home court advantage in Game 7, and home teams are 15-4 all-time in NBA Finals Game 7s. But the Pacers, they've been underdogs the whole postseason, and they just keep finding ways to win. So don't be surprised if they defy the odds and win the NBA championship in Game 7. Expect OKC to make adjustments regarding defensive pressure after the embarrassing loss to the Indiana Pacers in Game 6, where they got destroyed. Additionally, OKC's home crowd is one of the best in the league, so that would be another thing that would be tough to deal with for the Indiana Pacers. However, I believe that the Indiana Pacers have a bench advantage in this series and in this game. They got guys like Obi Toppin, TJ McConnell, Ben Shepherd, and Benedict Mathurin off the bench who can all score the ball at a high rate. For OKC, guys like Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso, and Aaron Wiggins may have to match the offensive production of Indiana's bench. This game is about composure. It's about who can execute in the clutch. Expect a physical game, heavy defensive pressure, and big moments from unexpected names. A win changes everything.
It validates the rebuild, the front office vision, the franchise culture. It changes how we talk about these stars forever. Game 7, Sunday night, Thunder vs. Pacers. One of these teams will raise the Larry O'Brien trophy for the very first time. Who takes it? Drop your prediction below, final score, finals MVP, and which player makes the biggest play in the comment section below.